The founder of Boss Team Games, he's had his hand in film for decades, and most of those films have been horror. And there's a space in the horror genre that's kind of untouched in a way. So the goal for Boss Team Games, we want to do horror. We want to be the company that people look at and go, oh, they just announced X, Y, and Z horror games. That they're a brand that I can trust to build on the franchises that exist, my favorite franchises, and give me what I want as a fan. And we think that doing the pixel art gives us a way to pull in a broader audience, not just the hardcore horror fan. We can pull in the gamer, we can pull in the pixel art gamer, and we can have a lot of fun. And I think that that's really why this came together in a way that's working so well. And hopefully everyone gets to experience that, because playing it every day and seeing what we're doing and looking at what we're building by bringing these two IP together and what we can do in the future with other IP, it's crazy how cool it can be.
My favorite horror movie is one I actually recently saw. I think I have to give it to The Void. It's just so cool. Like, it's so creepy.
Ooh, that's a big one. Do we consider Jaws a horror movie? I had a friend who father was living in Utah as a college student when that movie came out. And he went to go turn on his car after seeing the movie, and there was a cat like hiding underneath the engine effectively. Scared the holy crap out of him. He actually like got out of the car and like sat in a corner basically to like wait out like the stress of the movie effectively put on him. So that's probably my go-to horror experience from like youth. That's what scarred me as a child and then carried into my teenage years of loving it.
Favorite horror movie, probably The Fourth Kind. It's an alien abduction kind of horror mockumentary kind of thing. I guess a lot of the kind of based on a true story, supposedly kind of stories also. Like I really liked the like Paranormal Activity films, a lot of the like Exorcist, etc.
My name is Megan McDuffie, and what I do is compose music and music produce. It was actually pretty challenging to keep a consistent sort of driving, dancey rhythm with John Carpenter's original theme, which is in 5/4 time, which is not typically a dance beat. Like, it usually feels pretty asymmetrical. So I also kind of tried to play around with it, not verbatim. So like I would start playing that theme, and then it kind of does something else, like just like hinting to it in certain places, but then sort of bringing a modern production style to it. It's been a really fun like melding of worlds.
So my first experience with anything horror related was I was in the movie The Changeling with George C. Scott. I hadn't actually seen any horror films then because I was only 9 years old, and I somehow got cast as Joseph Carmichael. All of my scenes were underwater. I was submerged in water throughout the entire production. One of the scenes they actually lit the set on fire, so even the production itself was pretty terrifying. And then I had to practice in the bathtub in the hotel room because it's really hard to make bubbles not come out of your nose, but you don't look dead if bubbles are coming out. So I had to practice like not inhaling enough to drown, but also not letting bubbles out. But it was, yeah, it was fun.